Episode 1. Cadet, you are 18 years old. CH, you often look through the bedroom
Watching
window.
the transport ship leave the house.
That's when the dream started. It was a concrete dream. Dreaming of Cambridge, there is a command position and the order to set sail. Therefore, you've arrived at the Interstellar Institute. Select the command department. Study for 4 years. It's your first morning in school. Bending fog rolls in. Wrap the campus like a soaked blanket. You are wearing new gray uniform with red trim. Standing on the Presidio playground, looking up at the arch above the main entrance. Scientia. Knowledge comes from the stars. You think you've read the school motto. Actually, you don't understand. Your neckline is empty. Because of those rank badges, it's an honor you haven't won yet. As a student, no matter which room you enter, your status is the lowest. Warp theory class starting at 6 o'clock a.m. At an Essex seminar, Professor Vulcan will propose some question that has no standard answer. What you can do only by arguing for your own point of view. You were trained for survival on an icy moon. Applying in Klingon in an extraterrestrial linguistics class. By the third year, half of my classmates at the time of admission have already left. In the fourth year, they put you on the Kobayashi playtest. There's a neutron storm in the simulation environment. A civilian cargo ship is trapped in the Klingon neutral zone. This simulation program was designed just in the first place. You tried to rescue. You fought back. You end up dying on the job. As Cambridge burst into starlight, analog lights come on. How do you feel? The instructor asked. You can't give an answer. You are here to win. But the simulation gives you one thing. The essence of conducting is not to win. It's about when you're doomed to fail. How to choose. The graduation ceremony is finally flew out to see you. Mother wept with joy. Father stares at the rank badge that is about to be awarded to you. Eyes as pious as gazing at a sacred object. The next morning, you go to the first ship service construction report. The stars are finally within reach. You have been assigned to a Galaxy-class starship. It's like a mobile city for 1,000 people. Exploring the edge of the known universe. Pin a golden yuan jang on the neckline. Whether you like it or not, you're going to spend the next 3 years here. You thought you could start your career at Cambridge. It turned out to be in front of the sub-console of the main city. Still running the diagnostic program at 2 a.m. Just because someone has to do the chores. International relocation. It's not as exciting as the Academy promises. Senior officers teleport down. Negotiations with the planetary commission. You teleport down with a triplet. As they debated whether the planet should join the Federation. You are busy. Scanning for pathogens and geological instability. Keep silent. Log data. Not when called by name. Effort. Don't be stirred by yourself in front of aliens. You have to take turns on the ship. Half the time, you can only eat alone in the cafeteria because friends from the academy were assigned to other ships. And you haven't made any new friends yet. You stay in the middle compartment, flying through unseen galaxies. But somehow I feel I haven't felt lonely since I was 12. Then a plasma conduit on deck 11. There was a rupture. You are the closest. You dragged a burned sailor out of the compartment. And before a higher level alarm goes off, the wind blocked the rift. The chief engineer mentioned your name in the report. 3 days later, the captain will point at you and call your name once. That nod took you back for a month. Episode 3. Not yet. After 2 years at a staff briefing. Security chiefs are presenting border patrol data, and everyone around the table was nodding in agreement. You found one in the telemetry data. Warp characteristics that should not appear. You put your hand up. Your voice is a little shaky, but you said it anyway. The captain quieted down, staring at the data for a while, then let you stay after the meeting. That warp trajectory was later confirmed. Belongs to a Romulan scout ship. Your name was entered in the report. This time, it's not just a corner building. One has been added next to your golden seal. New rank badges. The new one is a hollow median. You have passed the adjustment period, but there is still a long way to go before the policy table. 3 years later, the hollow chapter was filled. Senior, not yet. You've been transferred to a ship. The hull of the old advanced class was built on. When the captain and the rich fall asleep, you are responsible for the third shift. Sitting in that command position. The weight of that captain's chair, along with the remote sensor, empty desk trail, and your lonely reflection on the main screen, taught you some new college. Things that can never be taught. It's a great seat for you. Then the Battle of Wolf 359 almost broke out. Your ship was temporarily reassigned an hour before the start of the war. When you arrive, my square has disappeared. The debris belt stretched a full 100,000 kilometers. 39 ships, 11,000 people. You are walking through the wreckage in an Ava suit. Assist search and rescue teams in marking hull debris. You found a broken sleeve. There's a rank badge hanging on it. It was someone's first international relocation. That night, you can't sleep at night. You sit alone in the cafeteria. Listen to the faint sound of the engine. Think of the 11,000 souls that have passed away. To be so silent. That was a moment. This is no longer just a career. He became a debt. A responsibility has been promoted. The 3rd County seal is pinned on the neckline. Solid, solid. Hollow. Major now. You're on a starship. Responsible for operation scheduling. The way those second lieutenants look at you. Just like that year. When you look up to those high-ranking officers, you remember the old captain's nod. What does it mean? So you start calling out the names of your subordinates too. Episode 4. Lieutenant Colonel. The first officer is a first officer. The neckline is neatly lined with 3 golden stone new chapters. And what are the responsibilities assigned to you by this position? You need to keep the whole ship in order, so that the captain can free up his hands. Now you lead the international relocation mission. You go and talk to those who are still in the pre-steam era. Don't even know your civilization exists. When an accident occurs at first deep fire zone, while facing the disintegration ray that passed by while yelling at the team to retreat. Back on board, you also have to deal with day-to-day operational disciplinary hearings and transfer applications. Department heads before disturbing the captain. I will come to you with questions first, and you have to play the naysayer. When the captain tried to break into the nebula, gullible Romulan defectors, even because I want to save civilians. When intending to violate the highest guiding principles, you have to say, sir, I don't think we should do this. He looks at you, even if he doesn't agree, but he will still do what he wants. He will thank you later, because without you, he doesn't hear any opposition. And by a.m., you're still flipping through status reports. And life, the ups and downs will be reflected in the duty log. Who is facing divorce? Whose parents on Earth have just passed away? Who can't go on a salvage mission because 6 years ago, his brother was killed on one of these missions. Then Starfleet gave you a ship. A ship responsible for patrolling the Cardassian cycling ship. Your own command. Your name will be engraved on the commemorative plaque, but you refused. You tell yourself, the current mission is not over yet. You're not ready. That's half true. The other half is hard to admit. The comrades on this ship are the first real family after you leave the academy. Leave them to face a group of strangers and take command. It feels like giving up on something that can never be found again. Episode 5. Captain, you did it. Build a bridge. The crew is all under your control. Your neckline is neatly lined with 4 gold medals. The replicator has memorized your coffee order. On the backrest of the command position, there are already marks on your shoulder. The first time you ordered to set sail. And Jupiter is moving away from us. Chopped hands are very young. He is full of enthusiasm, but a little nervous. You pull the hem of your uniform. In your career, I've seen countless captains do this. Now it's your turn to do it. Explore. That's your job. Mapping nebulae that no one has ever seen before. A species that has never even heard the word human. Establish first contact in the neutral zone. Facing a Romulan warbird in its spaceship. The eyes don't flinch, because once you back down, war will break out. Sometimes you have to bluff too. Commander Romulan is staring at you across the screen. Order you to retreat immediately. You won't give an inch. You tell him it's his turn to play next. The other party is cowardly. You wait until the communication is cut off. When sitting back in the chair, under a console that no one can see, your hands are shaking slightly. You will still lose the unknown. 7 people have been sacrificed during your tenure. A letter of condolence to their hometown. It's all written by you. This is your first day on the job. Make a rule for yourself. A young second lieutenant from Betaze died of a cooling season leak. It's nobody's fault. You recorded a farewell message for his mother. That was the first time you cried in years. Now the chopping hands are a lot more mature. He turned his head, looking at you across the bridge. The route has been set. All personnel in place. Everyone is waiting for you. You said that. Execute. This is the peak moment. Everything you want is right here, on this chair, in this boat, with this group of people. If the story ends here, that's enough. But that's not the case. Brigadier General Season 6. You've got a rank badge with a basket pinned to your neckline. You've been reassigned to the office, also known as a companion general. There is only one medal in the rectangular. The shoulders are changed to gray. No longer the department you've been wearing for 25 years. You are in San Francisco, in the office of the Starfleet headquarters. There is a window overlooking the entire bay. You can't remember the last time you saw a star directly without looking through the atmosphere. What time is it? You personally handed over the starship to the former rich man. Witness him become the new captain. You walked out of the bridge for the last time and didn't look back. Because you are afraid that if you look back, you will never want to leave again. Every morning, you will still read the old mission report sent. Like tomorrow, you can go back to that command position. Your rich man sits in your place. Well done. To some extent, it hurts you more than if he messed up. This ship doesn't need you anymore. He is leaving you far away in the sea of stars. He is still sailing. 2 years later, you signed your second medal at the neckline to be promoted to Major General. Something inside you has chosen to compromise. This is no longer a decision to be weighed. You are no longer on the search for the location coordinates of the old subordinates. The bridge becomes the place where you used to work. 11 p.m. The lights are dimming. You are sitting at your desk, staring at the model of the galactic cruiser, trying to remember the smell in the bridge. But that feeling has become very far away. You only remember his outline, but can't remember his essence. In the 7th episode. Now you run the whole new district. True Star Searcher, hundreds of officers, and a vast theater 15 light years across the Federation. The plot box owes 3 medals. Your schedule is full of meetings, fleet operations, budget hearing, and the civilian diplomats. They always want to know, why haven't they sent a survey ship to their new place yet? Your time in the conference room on Earth takes longer than looking at a star map. Even if you look at the star map, it was also to move a ship, rather than boarding the ship. You remember when you were still loyal and filial. Starfleet provides you with the Miranda and the starship. At that time you refused. Sometimes you think, if accepted, perhaps now it has become a ship. Retired. That's 20 years on the bridge, rather than just 10 years. Compared to this conference room. What do you think of that boat at 4 a.m.? We'll know more. A young captain comes to your office. In a week he will begin his first command mission. He was nervous, but pretending to be calm. He asks you for advice. You seem to see yourself 20 years standing in front of a general, and that general is sitting right where you are. You told him the only crucial guidelines: trust your crew. Rather than cold orders, it's them who take you farther. And he kind of nodded. Turn away. You stand at the window, watching the shuttle ascend to orbit. In that instant, you really wish you were in it. Episode 8 Admiral. The nature of the job has changed again. You moved the fleet. No longer a single starship. There are 4 surname sheets in the box. You are sitting in a chair where you can't see the stars. When autonomous alliances crossed borders. When Shinkong 9 became a front line of war. You are in the war room on Earth. Stare at the shuttle. A tactical display the size of a library wall. The starship became a blip on the screen. Captains become the voices in the communicator. You move a chess piece on the map of First Elephant County, and each piece is a piece. The construction of a full crew. Some of them, it's a student you taught by hand at the academy. 4 people you've never met. Those who never came back. On their desk orders, it's signed in your name. You ordered, send a task force to invade Toka. 10,000 officers went to the battlefield. While the other generals were debating strategy in the room, you are silently signing a copy. Delivered casualty report. Names scrolling across the screen. You read every word carefully. You insist on handwriting every condolence letter because machines don't have emotions, and you have to bear the pain. When you were a captain, that Admiralty used to stress you out. You understand him now. You can solve the problem on the bridge on the spot. But the problem this desk poses for you, even if you choose the right answer, there will still be sacrifice. You stop asking yourself if you want to go back in time. You already have the answer in your heart, and saying it doesn't change anything. Episode 9. Admiral. Throughout the Federation, only a few people can wear this uniform. You are one of them. The number owes 5 surnames Jan. This job has nothing to do with sailing. A lot of times he doesn't even look like Starfleet anymore. At least not that college graduate anymore. You are wearing this uniform, but your day job is all politics. Meeting with the federal
Testify
president
in parliament.
and the hostile forces that were still fighting last
Signed the
year.
treaty.
You haven't filled the snow on the deck in 10 years.
Wing Ming.
There was no ceremony for this promotion.
He happened in
a briefing force during the Dominion War. Your superior was killed. Someone has to sign off on the next instruction. At this level, rank is more of an assignment. You keep working hard. At a reception at Starfleet headquarters, a student approaches you. He's a fourth grader. I majored in command. He wants to take a photo
You
with
smile
you.
back.
Click. The group photo is done. He thanked you, then leave. You remember who you used to be. Nice uniform, red piping edge, and the museum that rises from the
Standing
bay. Under the arch of the
I
academy.
still don't
understand the meaning of those Latin
Do you
school
really
mottos.
want to tell him?
Go ahead, let's go. You go out to the balcony of your apartment in Paris
Look
late
up.
at night. The starry sky is still the same starry sky. You mapped them, sat in command, shouted out, executed. Feel the response from beneath you. Now you sign the order. Send other people's children to those stars. You pray for their safe return, but sometimes they don't come back. You signed a power of attorney. Send an expedition to Gamma Elephant County, and the images they brought back, you'll never see it again. Detector data. It will be sent back one after another. The
after
officers
18
who
months.
survived, it will take 3 years to return. As for the rest, it will eventually turn into a
Death
seal
notice
on your
to
desk. be signed. Despite this, you still signed that order, because this is your current position. The responsibilities
This
entrusted
is not
to
when
you
you
were 22. The dream captain's seat. It's the seat you end up in. Just sitting on a desk on Earth. Office window. It's still you 50 years ago. The bay I first saw. You straighten the hem of your uniform. Flatten it. This is an old habit left over
The
from years.
replicator
synthesizes a cup
You
of
taste
coffee
it for you.
quietly alone. The stars are still hanging overhead, or the ones you withdrew with your own hands back
Every
then. Letter sailing out at this time. Your name is on his commission. Only, you will never go to that galaxy in person again. This is the price of promotion. As early as the moment of bringing these
You already
ingenuity. Understand. Someone has to stay behind to make others brave enough to set sail. Knowledge comes from the stars. Until now, you have truly understood the meaning of the school motto.